Yeah, we're good. We're good. Hopefully. It's been an interesting starter, I suppose I could say. I'm late. Kind of. Spent a whole time looking around and getting a whole lot of nothing done. Anyway, good evening, everyone. This is Terra Quator. It's Saturday, December 14th, 2024, day 349. Yeah, 349 days. Because we've got... Oh, man. It's like, 17 days? Something like that. Not a whole lot of time left. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, about 17 days. Just over 2 weeks left in the year. But again, I apologize with how late I am getting to this. I tried to look around to see if there were any public avatars worthy or that I felt like using, and well, I didn't really see any worth my time. I wanted to take more time to search, but one of my trackers is only at like 33%, and it's dying very quickly right now. The others are fine. The others are at like 62%, which means these ones are dying very fast. They're getting quite old. Oh boy, I'm going to have to replace those, and I do not want to get the newer ones. I'd rather stick with 3.0s. I don't want to go to those new ones because there's a limitation of how many you can use, and I use 7 trackers. I use 7 trackers because I like having knees and I like having, elbows. It's actually quite nice to have elbows for use, But, yeah. I couldn't even find a world for new and noteworthy like Tessa likes to do. It's just been a bit of a fuster cluck. Yes. But Sweet Pea's still got up late today. Buttercup's been just complaining all day. So, usual kid stuff, except I really, really want Sweet Pea to start going to sleep at a decent time. Because I can't keep doing this whole not being able to get anything done until the afternoons. Because the other part is, Sweet Pea doesn't like being woken up, and neither does Lilia. Lilia hates being woken up. The most. Like, the level of grumpy she will give if you wake her up when she's not ready, you don't want to face that ire. So it's just, let them sleep. It's a little frustrating, but what can I do? I mean, I've tried to wake them up so I could get the schedules back in order. It hasn't worked. It's frustrating. But other than that, there's still a few things I want to get done this weekend, but they're kind of like, everything has to be timed right, and right now timing is utter garbage. Timing is garbage right now. Not to mention, of course, I thought there would be more than enough charge on all these trackers. I was wrong. I was very wrong with that. Plus, it took me... I was looking around for like an hour, and what I'm finding is when I try to look for male avatars, I hate all of them. Well, I haven't come across any male avatars that I even care for. And a lot of it is I can't stand tattoos. I don't like tattoos. I don't need to be a fox boy either. So it's... I guess I could say it's frustrating. But I'll have to come up with my own design at some point. But the problem is, guess what I don't have the skills for? I don't have those kinds of skills. So I thought about changing things around, but again, something about the current VRChat environment I see mostly... Maybe it's just the environment I'm in, where there's mostly just, lewd. Just in general, lewd. It's annoying. Like that, this kind of stuff up here, a lot of like sleeve tattoos galore. And if there's one thing I do not like, especially on myself, are tattoos. I hate tattoos. I don't like that. I don't like scarring. I don't like, especially when you're trying to be like, oh, man, there's nothing edgy about, scarring yourself. Sorry, but no. Especially with, like, avatars, just have... if you want to have that, at least make it optional. I don't know. Beggars can't be choosers, but that also means you have to spend a lot more time looking. But right now, the majority of what I find are on the border of NSFW, I guess, is the first thing you could say. And, well, it's not really my thing. I don't have the time or patience for it. Of course, I also don't have a lot of patience for people in general. I tried to just go to some Avatar worlds. Yeah, I learned very quickly not to do that. Just don't. Just don't. Because, I gotta be completely honest. You shouldn't let your kids in here. There's no way I'm gonna let my daughter in here. My eldest daughter, of course. I'm not gonna let her in here. Why do parents let their kids just get on something like a Quest headset and go here of all places? I understand they try to say 13 up for their age group, but this is not a 13 up kind of platform. And the voices you hear running around, they are not 13. They're a lot younger than that. And I guess the other thing I can complain about when it comes to people letting kids run amok in VRChat is, of all the people I've met who have no sense of appropriate conversation or how to converse in public in general, meaning mind your freaking manners, have been kids. It's like they come in here and think all they need to do is just curse up a storm. They start cursing. They blast words that will get any adult canceled. Or once you become an adult, you're going to get canceled. So there's a lot of repeating words that just aren't for good company. And I want to say it's a matter of teach your kids better. That is a good part of it. And be aware, and people need to be more aware that of just how people need to remember how to speak to others in public. I don't know. It's very obvious that I don't have the patience for just people running amok. So rather than me chewing other people out or going about my way, I just leave. It's easier. Obviously it's still frustrating because it limits what I can do, but at the same time, I don't want to have to put up with it all the time. But you win some, you lose some, I guess. But exploring, it's very true that right now, as of right now, I appreciate that VRChat is attempting the age verification system. I appreciate this, but what I am seeing is that one of the easier steps is to just go into a PC-only world, and there are fewer and fewer of them because the majority VR market has been, well, it's practically owned by Facebook at this point, so, or Meta. I guess to summarize this afternoon and evening is frustration. I don't have the patience to deal with other people's kids. I'm not their babysitter. I don't want to deal with them. Sometimes I want to get away, and if I come into VR, that means I know what I have to get into. Oh, boy. Everyone, a lot more people just complain about the downsides of social environments. And one thing I noticed on like the Facebook groups, they complain about constantly being kicked out of worlds for various reasons. We've talked about it, but I have seen people complaining more about being kicked out of worlds for the dumbest of reasons. And I don't know if that's true, but I still haven't experienced being kicked out of a world, but I can't say I've really done anything to be kicked out of a world, nor do I really go to worlds with other people anyway. I don't have the patience for most people. This much is true. It just comes with my territory, I guess. Not to mention, I think I'm pretty boring. I've tried to be more entertaining, but then I realize it takes a lot more energy than I need, or than I have. I kind of have energy, but at the same time I don't. Right now I'm just rambling because It's just been a frustrating endeavor today. How about that? So I'm still using this because it's about the best I've got. Any of my other personal ones are scuffed as can be. And I've tried working on them, and the more I work on them, the more messed up they get. It's normal. Anyway, I need to get ready to start making supper. Gotta figure out what I'm making tonight. No idea. What I can say is I can't really go buy anything to store because all of our space is taken up by all those sweets that we were given. They're in my freezer. They're in my refrigerator. There's dry stuff. I don't want sugar anymore. I really don't. Oh my goodness. Give me a black, there's so much here. I just need black coffee. I like having a little bit of creamer or something in my coffee. And the right kind of sweetener. But right now there's so many sweets in my house. I feel like I'm going to get diabetes if I have any of that. So I just need a black coffee. I've been having so much water and so much tea. And tea isn't bitter enough to counteract the sheer amount of sugar in our house. There's so much sugar. Oh, it's bad. I don't want any more of that. I really don't. I think I want some celery. Actually, yeah, celery does sound really good right now. You know, if you eat enough celery, like you eat like a whole celery, not like a single stalk of celery, but a whole, eat enough celery without anything with it, no like ranch or anything like that. Eat a lot of celery and you'll notice your mouth goes a little bit numb. I love celery for that reason. But I think I'm just craving some healthy food right now. I want something healthy. Anyway, I've complained enough. I've done more than enough of it, really. But anyway, I hope everyone else is enjoying their Saturday. It's a little bit of a funky one for me, and a lot of it is I'm just not getting things done the way I want to right now. But I'm trying. If there's one thing I really don't like in life is when I have to wait on other people. And that comprises the majority of my time is just waiting on people. Waiting is one of my least favorite things, aside from sleeping. I hate sleeping, but I'm doing a lot of one of the other things I dislike, and that's constantly waiting on people. But comes the breaks. Anyway, this is Terra Quator. It's Saturday. It is the 14th of December, 2024, day 349. We'll see you all tomorrow on Sunday. Hopefully things are better for then, and you'll see Tess tomorrow. See you around. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have some water, but I really wish I could have coffee. But again, beggars can't be choosers. So that's how it goes. See you around.